Let's move on towards our next paragraph of Clayden book. The coloration of manufactured goods is a huge business. So it is a very huge business. What does it mean by coloration of manufactured goods? Suppose we manufacture a plastic container and that plastic container does not have color initially. So what do? We color it. We color it with the help of dyes. With the help of dyes or other colors. Okay. So that is the coloration of manufactured goods, and it is a very huge business with a range of intense colors required for, and very large range of colors are required. Okay, very not only Vibgyor colors, not only rainbow colors, other colors are also required. Okay, so with a range of intense colors required for dyeing cloth. What does it mean by dyeing cloth? Applying dye to the cloth. Applying dye to the cloth is called as dyeing of cloth. Okay, coloring plastic and paper. So plastic is colored because the plastic around us, there are a lot of materials made up of plastic around us. For example, AC body, okay, refrigerator body, okay, then the pen tab with which I am writing right now, okay, from which I am highlighting right now, that pen tab, then that pen tape is also made of plastic. Then other things are also there, like plastic containers for tiffins, okay, and some other things, wash of bowls, okay, washing of bowls, all those things are plastic. Bathtub, okay, mug for bathing, okay, mug is also there, right, for bathing. So that mug, so we color those plastics with the help of dyes. With the help of dyes we color those plastics. Okay, so that is called as coloring, dyeing cloth, coloring plastic. For that purpose also a lot of color is required. And paper, sometimes paper is also colorful. For example, craft paper. Craft paper is a colorful paper, right, from which you make craft. In the lower classes, when you were in the primary, when you were in the primary school, at that time primary school lasts till fourth standard in India. So up to the age of 8, 9 or 10 years, at that age you used to use craft paper a lot, and that craft paper is made up of colorful paper. Okay, so colors are required for dyeing the paper as well, coloring the paper as well. Okay, painting the walls, obviously painting the walls requires a lot of paint. Okay, painting the walls also requires a lot of color. Okay, and so on and so on and so forth. Many such applications are there. Many such applications are there. Okay, painting walls is the major application. The walls in our homes are colorful. Okay, so these things are there. Leaders in this area, now the many companies are competing in this area, but leaders in this area are companies such as Akzo Nobel. Okay, Akzo Nobel. Now this Akzo Nobel is a company which had sales of euro. This symbol is of euro. Just remember, this particular symbol is euro symbol. Euro is the company currency of European Union. Okay, euro is the currency of European Union. This is euro. Its symbol is like this. Okay, so this symbol is that of euro. So Akzo Nobel had the sales of euro 14.6 billion. They had the sales of euro 14.6 billion in 2010 itself. Such a old thing. Now the sales might have increased even much more. Okay, this was in 2010. Right now 2025 is going on when I am making this video. When I am making this video, 2025 is going on. So even the sales might have increased beyond this also in 2025. Who knows? Okay, no one knows about that. But in 2025, even more than 14.6 billion euro, that might be the sales, that might be the turnover of this company. One of the most commonly used dyestuffs is indigo. Now indigo is a dyestuff whose structure is like this. Okay, indigo is a dye which has a structure like this. Okay, it is the color of blue jeans. Because of this, the blue color of jeans, blue is the most common color in jeans, right? There are two most common colors in jeans, blue color and black color. Okay, so the color of blue jeans is that from derived from indigo. Indigo has a structure like this. It has a structure like this. You can have a look. This structure you must remember. This indigo structure you must remember. Okay. one of the most commonly used dyestuffs, okay, is indigo, and it is an ancient dye. Ancient dye means it is very ancient, means 1700, 1600. During this period also, during 1600 also, indigo was being used. During 1700 also, indigo was being used. During 1400 also, indigo was being used. So such a old, such an ancient dye. Okay. So an ancient dye that used to be isolated from plants. So initially, when the fractional distillation of crude oil was not discovered, when how to extract the things required from crude oil, that is petrochemical industry was not developed. At that particular time, this indigo was isolated from plants. Okay, it was isolated. This indigo was isolated from plant during that period. Okay, but now it is made from petrochemical feedstocks. Okay, petrochemical feedstocks. What does it mean? Now indigo is made from petrochemical feedstocks. It means that from crude oil, okay, from crude oil we will obtain some material. We will obtain some XYZ material. Okay, from crude oil we obtain many materials, and from those materials as the starting product, using that material as the starting product, that material using that material as the reactant, indigo is produced. Okay, indigo is produced. So this particular XYZ material, what is it? This is petrochemical feedstock. This is what? This is petrochemical feedstock. Remember this. This is called as petrochemical feedstock. Okay. So that is the thing. Now indigo is the color of blue jeans. You already know blue and black jeans are the most common jeans. Black jeans does not have indigo. Blue jeans has indigo. Okay. More modern more modern dyestuffs can be represented by benzodifuranones developed by ICI. Now what does it mean by ICI? Okay. ICI is imperial. Okay. Imperial coloring industry. Imperial coloring industry. Okay, imperial coloring industry means ICI. So more modern dyestuffs. Okay, more modern dyestuffs can be represented by benzodifuranones. Okay, so this is benzodifuranone. Its structure is like this. No need to remember its structure. No need to remember. Only remember indigo's structure. Do not remember this structure. Okay. So it is benzodifuranone. So it is a more modern dyestuff as compared to indigo, which is an ancient dyestuff. Indigo is ancient, but this is modern dyestuff. Okay. Benzodifuranone, which is developed by ICI, Imperial Coloring Industry. Okay. Which are used for coloring synthetic fabrics like polyesters. Okay. Now synthetic fabrics, for example, polyester is a synthetic fabric. So in order to color the polyester, this is used. This is used for coloring the polyester. It is used as a red dye for coloring the polyester. So red color of polyester cloths. Red color of polyester cloths is because of this particular dye. Okay. Which are used for coloring synthetic fabric like polyesters, coloring them red, and the phthalocyanine metal complexes. Okay. Now what are phthalocyanine metal complexes? So this is what is phthalocyanine metal complex. Now if you remove this copper from here, if you remove this copper from here and you remove these chlorines and replace these chlorines with hydrogen, replace all the chlorines, okay, these chlorines, okay, these chlorines, all the chlorines, just replace them with hydrogen and remove this copper from the middle, it will become phthalocyanine. Okay, it will become phthalocyanine if you remove this copper and these chlorines. But when copper is present and chlorines are present, it is called as Imperial Coloring Industries Monestral Green GNA. Monestral Green GNA, and it is a green used for plastic objects. It is a green that is used for plastic objects. Okay. So what are plastic objects? Plastic objects like plastic containers, bathing tub, and all those things. Okay. Stools, plastic stools, all those things. For coloring them in green color. For coloring them in green color, this is used. Okay. So the phthalocyanine metal complexes typically they are blue or green. Okay. So they will be blue if you remove the chlorine. If you remove the chlorine, they will be blue. And if you apply chlorine instead of hydrogen. If you replace hydrogen with chlorine, it will become green, and if you replace chlorine with hydrogen, it will become blue. Okay, so that is the difference. The phthalocyanine metal complex is typically blue or green, or the high performance red pigment DPP. So this is high performance Ciba-Geigy. Okay, this company Ciba-Geigy. Okay, it was the first company to prepare this. So its pronunciation is Ciba-Geigy. Okay, Ciba-Geigy. So Ciba-Geigy is pigment red 254. Okay, pigment red 254 and intense DPP pigment. It is a DPP pigment. Pigment red 254. It is also a red pigment, just like this. This was red pigment. Similarly, this is also red pigment. Okay, so red pigment red 254. Okay, and it is an intense DPP pigment. An intense DPP pigment. Now, what is the full form of DPP? The full form of DPP is diketopyrrole. Okay, diketopyrroles. Okay, what is the full form of DPP? Diketopyrrole. Okay, diketopyrrole. That is the full form of DPP. It is a red pigment. Okay, DPP 254. DPP pigment red 254. Ciba-Geigy is the company producing this. So this is the structure of that particular thing. This is the structure of that particular thing. Okay. So we have learned this paragraph successfully. Okay, this paragraph we have learned successfully. Now one end screen will appear over here on the screen. Click on that end screen and watch all the Clayden lectures. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much.